There is one law above all others, one foundation that every other principle of success is built upon. Without it, your goals mean nothing. Your vision collapses. Your effort runs dry. It is the final law, the 12th law. And it is the one most people never reach because they quit before they get here. It is the universal law of truth. And today, we finish what we started. Because the truth, as it was written over 2,000 years ago, shall make you free. Most people spend their entire lives searching for the truth outside of themselves, in other people, in material things, in status, in money, in validation. But here is what Herbert Harris writes in the final chapter of this book, and I want you to really hear this. The truth that makes you free is your basic understanding of the universe, the laws and principles by which it operates, and how you fit into that universe. Read that again. The truth that sets you free is not a person. It is not a place. It is not a paycheck. It is understanding. It is alignment. It is knowing who you are, what laws govern your life, and how to move in harmony with them. The book gives us 9 elements of truth, 9 foundational statements about the nature of reality. But I want to focus on the ones that matter most. For where you are right now, the first element says this: there is a first cause. Call it God. Call it the universe. Call it divine intelligence. Whatever name resonates with you, something greater than you, is operating through order and principle. And you were created in harmony with that intelligence. That means your success is not an accident waiting to happen. It is a design waiting to be activated. The question is, are you living in alignment with that design? Or are you fighting against it? Your rights and powers are maximized when they are congruent and harmonic with the power of truth, the 6 truth principles that change everything. Principle 1, perfection. Be the highest and best you can be. Seek the good and positive in all things. Principle 02, prayer, daily communication with your Creator puts you in rhythm with all that is good for you. Principle 03, forgiveness. Release others and yourself. Frees you from jealousy, guilt, and self-sabotage. Principle 4, motive. Your deepest feelings, not your words, determine what the universe manifests for you. Principle 5, right judgment. Be fair and righteous in how you see others. What you project, you attract back. Principle 6, discernment. See the truth in every situation. Know people by their fruits, not their words. Woven into the law of truth are 6 principles, and I want to walk you through each one, because together they form a complete code for living. The first is the principle of perfection. Not perfection in the sense of having no flaws, but perfection in the sense of always reaching for your highest self. The book says, be the best that you can be. It is your nature to seek the good and the positive. That is not weakness. That is your divine design. The second is the principle of prayer. Now I know that word lands differently for everyone watching this, but here is what the book actually means. It is the daily practice of alignment, of getting quiet enough to hear your own inner guidance, of putting yourself in rhythm with something larger than your ego, your fear, and your daily stress. Whatever that practice looks like for you, do it every single day. Without alignment, everything else is just noise. The third principle is forgiveness, and this one is harder than it sounds. The book is very specific. You must forgive others for what they have done to you, and you must forgive yourself for what you have done to yourself. That second part is the one most people miss, because the guilt, the shame, the regret you carry from your own past mistakes, that is a weight your subconscious carries into every new day, every new opportunity, every new relationship. Until you forgive yourself, you will unconsciously recreate the same patterns you are trying to escape, Release it, not for them, for you. The fourth principle is motive, and this one is profound. The book says, it is not what a person says or does, but the feelings associated with their motives that determines how they will interact with you. You can feel someone's intentions before they ever speak a word. That is not paranoia. That is your intuition, your sixth sense, operating exactly as it was designed. Trust it. When something feels wrong, it is wrong. When something feels right, it is aligned. Stop overriding your intuition with logic when your gut is sending you a clear signal. The fifth principle is right judgment. This is not about judging people harshly. It is about being righteous and fair in how you evaluate others, and more importantly, how you evaluate yourself. Because the judgments you make about others are the lens through which you see everything. If you see the world as hostile and threatening, you will live a hostile and threatened life. But if you choose to see people through a lens of fairness, dignity, and truth, that is the energy you will attract in return. The sixth and final principle is discernment. The book says, "Be not deceived by appearances. Know people by their fruits. A good tree brings forth good fruit. A corrupt tree brings forth corrupt fruit." It is that simple. You will know them not by what they say, not by what they promise, by what they consistently produce. Watch people's patterns. Watch their habits. Watch how they treat others when there is nothing to gain. That is who they really are. The law of cause and effect. Everything in this chapter builds toward one ultimate truth, one law that governs all other laws, the law of cause and effect. The universe operates by order and principle, always, in every situation, without exception. And when you align yourself with that order, when you live by truth, operate with integrity, trust your discernment, forgive freely, and seek your highest self, the cause and effect of your life shifts completely. Right causes produce right effects, every single time. The book puts it beautifully. You already have everything you need to get everything you want, to go wherever you want to go, and to become the person you want to become. Read that and let it land. You are not missing anything. You are not lacking anything. The only thing standing between where you are and where you want to be is alignment, truth. Consistent right action over time. That is the law. And the law does not play favorites. It does not care about your past. It does not care about your mistakes. It only responds to what you do now. "Come to the cliff," he said. "We are afraid," they said. "Come to the cliff," he said. They came. He pushed them, and they flew. Amir Solomon epilogued the 12 universal laws of success. Today is yesterday's tomorrow. The most powerful closing thought in the entire book. Every action you take today becomes tomorrow's reality. I want to leave you with the most powerful thought in this entire book. It comes from the epilogue. And it is 3 words that will change how you look at every single day you have left. Today is yesterday's tomorrow. Think about that. The tomorrow you dreamed about last year. This is it. This is the day you were hoping would come. And what you do with it today becomes the tomorrow someone else is hoping for right now. The book ends with a daily question, and I want you to write this down and ask yourself this every single night before you close your eyes. Did I do everything I could today, with everything I had, to make tomorrow the way I want it to be? Not did I do enough, not was I perfect. Did I do everything I could, with everything I had? Because when you can answer that with a full yes, not a guilty yes, not a hopeful yes, but a certain earned yes, that is when the law of truth becomes real in your life. That is when every other law clicks into place. that is when you stop surviving and start becoming. The truth is always available to you. The laws are always operating. The only question is whether you are living in harmony with them or against them. Choose harmony. Choose truth. Choose to fly. If this spoke to you, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. Subscribe to Laws of the Self, and I will see you in the next one.